Hey y'all. I know this is unexpected. I didn't announce it, anything, but I have a PSA and I cannot, I've thought about it all night. And you guys know me. I just like to address things head on. So we're going to do that once again. I don't expect anybody to pop in here. I'm going to keep this extremely short. Again, if I've said anything, all along, this is probably one of the, I would say, most important things I will say. Um, and unfortunately, because of the situation, I can't provide proof of some of it yet. So you will have to just start paying attention to some things as they maneuver. This situation got much more serious overnight. I am now in possession of so much information that it's mind blowing. Michelle has been set up all along. As you can tell, I'm fucking choked up about it. And those of you that have been a part of it from day one are about to see some hell on earth come. What they have done to her and how this set up and who is involved in this, I am so disappointed. I can't be more disappointed than I am right now. Some of these people I expect it from. Erica Shingara, if you guys have ever heard me talk about her, I implore you to go do your research. I didn't know who she was until a few months back when I was doing an exposure on a different story. Erica has been around the same areas that I have for years. She has gone back and forth with other groups over and over again, but somehow she is continuing to lie and say a bunch of things that are not true. And she goes to extremes, like extremes. She's not stable in any way, shape, or form. If you associate with anybody that she's associated with, which is the anti-Katie crew, she's in the drama community, she's in every single place. She is Molly's source on a lot of this information. Why do you think things keep going back to a certain area? Why do you think Molly calls Penelope a troll? Because they're all from the same area and they're all doing the same thing. And unfortunately, you've got a bunch of people that are mixing together that are very dangerous. And when I say they're very dangerous, it's because they are absolutely setting people up who are not stable. So you have unstable people setting up unstable people. It's pure disgusting. The disgust I have in me right now, for some of you who I thought were decent human beings, I cannot believe the amount of trifling bitches out here. And when I say trifling, this is like over the top, touching real lives, then saying to other people, don't touch real lives. They've been touching real lives all along. They're even worse than Molly. Can I say that loudly? They're even worse than Molly. And that's the sad thing, is because she is a common factor in this. But I don't even know if she understands the people that she has around her that have gone off and the things that they're doing. I can't tell you that she knows all of it, because I don't think she does. Because she's putting herself in a major situation. Navy, I'm good. I'm just like mind blown. You will, Navy, you will find out a lot of what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Erica's dangerous. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The stories she tells are, there are so many people on Facebook that have history with her, know her in person. Like, don't take my word for it. Go do your research. It's out there. That's why certain people are being brought up again. That's why certain people are being doxxed incorrectly, because all of this information is coming from one source, Erica. Well, on that stuff, there's multiple of them, and unfortunately, they all act the same. That's why I've all thought they were the same person. I don't care about this shit for myself. Again, they can touch me all they want. I know what they're doing. And I'm not worried about it for myself. I'm worried about it for other people because I now see how deep this goes and the extent that these people are willing to go. The messages that I got, the screenshots, the screen recordings, all of it, I had no clue that somebody could be as low as this. Carrie, it's all over. It's all over. Were you the one telling us about? Yeah, I've been telling everybody about Erica from time to time. Yes. To the drama community that is fucking with Michelle and helping be a part of this setup, I pray for all of you that have not looked into the back of what's actually happening here and are taking some of this stuff as fact and running with it. Honestly, this is disgusting. Michelle, if you ever listen to anything I've ever said, please, please do us all a favor and take a break. It would be the best thing for you because they don't have any intent on stopping until something bad happens to you. They have done some of the lowest things I have ever humanly thought possible. Kelly could be, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, this is absolutely like, and in time it will come out. But right now, this isn't a drama issue. This isn't a Facebook issue. They are really, really going for somebody's real life. Yeah, Nerdali, you do. Yep. It's the same group. It's one that has played nice all along and has been doing shady shit. Yeah, there's a big part that she plays in this. I always said, like, with the drama between certain people that I never understood, like, what the point was, what the deal was. And now I can go back in my own messages with certain people and look and see, like, they were lying straight to my face, which is great. Irish Eyes, I'll tell you as much as I can, but some of it I'm not going to. And again, this is not because I'm not putting proof out here or anything. There's a lot more going on here that, in my opinion, needs to be handled the correct ways, if that says enough. Yeah, 100%. And it's so much deeper than I thought. It's so much deeper than I thought. I'm genuinely concerned for Michelle's well-being at this point now, seeing some of this stuff. And not only for her, there's other people that they're doing stuff to also. But Erica's in every chat telling them all, oh, I'm going to email you. That's why people keep getting doxxed incorrectly. That's why certain people, other people that were involved with another, I don't even know how to put all this into perspective to make it make sense, because there's so many pieces that now connect, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And now they're turning on each other. They're starting to turn on each other. Yeah, you're gonna go. Block user. I don't have time for people that offer Molly information on anybody, and I don't know whose account that was, but there was an account that looked like yours or was you that were close to where Dre was and would email Molly information, so you can just go the fuck away too. I don't have no interest in this shit with these people, but something needs done. And at this point, some of these people deserve whatever comes their way, because they have been touching passwords, protected accounts, personal social security accounts, email accounts. It's disgusting. Oh, it's so worse. It's so much worse than I thought. And that was like, I knew there was drama with Roseanne and Flava and all that stuff and Penelope, and I never could put certain pieces into place. And I knew Roseanne was telling me the truth on some stuff, and I knew Flava was. But now, thankfully, somebody beyond that it was able to put it all out, and I see it all clearly. And it's fucked. Yeah, Poppy, that's what needs to happen. They think that I'm Sparrow. Well, that's not true. And they know that. That's just another game. Nerd Alley, she is. She absolutely is. Yep. And that's the disappointment you hear in me. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, sunny days. Yeah, it's oof. I'm not going to be on here much longer, but she's in every community, y'all. In every community. Yeses. So is Penelope. Like, they're anti-caterers, y'all, which is okay. I don't give a shit if they like Katie or not. But they've taken this so far beyond that. The BBC calls. Like, there's so much set up shit here that's been happening that they were all in on. Like, I can't even explain the levels that this goes. You people are fucking sick. And then you set her up. She went after other people because you pinned it on other people. She believed it and has gone at those people. And now she has 18 more channels after her. Do you see what they did? Some of you do. Yeah, Pug's no one's thing. And even if they do, I don't care. Like, yes, shopaholic, she absolutely is. Yep. Yeah, some of it's not. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, like, pay attention. This has all been right in front of your faces. But as you can hear in me, the level of disappointment and disgust has reached an all-time low. These are people, and I know you're fucking in here. And let me tell you, I'm not going to expose all the shit I know on Front Street. It's going to go where it needs to go. What you have done, all of you, is not okay. Molly, if you are smart and want to keep anything, I suggest you listen. I don't like you. I don't like your behaviors, but I don't even think you would go as low as some of this shit that's going on, that your name is all over. F you 100%. Yep. Yep. Fucking nuts. And the Teslas, I don't even know if they're up. I didn't talk. I sat on this all night and I was like, you know what? I can't sit here and not address it. I can't. I've always been transparent with you guys from moment one. And I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, just go willy-nilly, still support these people, because I was so unaware. And to the anti-Katies that aren't extremes and insane and can see clearly, you know exactly what I'm saying is true. Because some of you have been watching it happen too. You've told me. Please, if you care about your community and continuing your mission, figure something out and keep these people out, because they're destroying your reputation. And that's a fact. And that's not, it's that group of people is involved with Erica and Penelope and others. Then you have Molly's back end involved with a bunch of these people. It's all fucking set up. And to any of you fucking with Michelle and continue to fuck with Michelle and don't do your research and start asking fucking questions and looking at those goddamn screenshots you all have that you know she wasn't lying in, some of you can go get bent. And I hope you go right down with the rest of them. Flower power, keep it that way. Keep it that way. Hey, Mellow One. Oh, this goes so much deeper, y'all. The amount of setup here by people who lied straight to our faces and said that they were against all this bullying of Michelle helped set Michelle up in this position. All of her admins, and Michelle, if you're listening to me, please get rid of every single fucking admin you have. Take everybody off, change every fucking password, lock your fucking devices down, and take a break. I will actually talk to you in an email at this point to make you understand how serious I am. You won't listen to me? That's fine. Just know that they're not stopping until something bad happens to you. And it's not just her that they're going after. It's the only one she can touch right now. Thank you, Science Girl. It's disgusting. And some of the ones that have been trying to get Molly's attention, obviously, and like playing this thing. Was there ever actually a phone call made to your son's school, Molly? I'm really questioning that. I'm just putting it out there. Was there actually a phone call made, or is that just another part of the puzzle here? Yeah, that's the fuck shit I'm talking about. Because I tell you what, somebody calls my child's school, which will happen because these people are pathetic. But I dare you. I literally can't wait for the day you guys do something stupid like that. Because some of you have a lot to lose and should be more worried about your businesses than trying to destroy a mentally ill woman online. And the person that I'm talking to knows. Penelope. Roseanne, if you listen to this, please understand that you were right on a lot of things. You were absolutely right on a lot of things that Flava was lying. You're 100% right. But unfortunately, you were stuck in between two that are exactly the same. And I still fucking like Roseanne. Like that's the crazy part. Roseanne's been the most sane out of everything. It just never made sense because it wasn't what my focus was. Part of me wishes I would have listened. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry I couldn't go down that rabbit hole and try to uncover all of this because honestly, at the time, it wouldn't have even made any sense. Shit panned out the way it did. Will I fuck with? No, because she's still unfortunately associated there. And not for nothing, it's not her fault, but she knows how dangerous Erica is. And Erica is emailing Penelope, Flava, all these, like, this is so fucked up, y'all. And I don't know if somebody did call her school. I just have a lot of questions. I have a lot of fucking questions. Hers, I haven't been reading the chat because I don't really care. This is just, there's 171 people in here, and I hope y'all fucking hear me well. The shit that's about to come out after it's handled the right way, and I will be contacting a couple of you creators to ask for help because there's only a couple of you that have a backbone and ethics, but some of you I know will absolutely do the right thing. And it doesn't mean having to blast them or anything like that. These people need to be ignored and to be sent away because if you want anything left in your communities, which again, I'm on my own little island swimming over here, but trust me, these people are doing damage. Steph, I don't know if she's really got one. She's not really a creator. She's been all over Facebook. There's pages dedicated to her for years. She is going to the level of telling people that I went after her for years. I didn't even know. I knew who she was years ago. I've always watched her. I have never interacted with this woman personally. I've interacted with her on her alts with my page, but I have never interacted with her. And what she's failing to remind everybody is the people that were exposed um, in that story. She's not telling you that one of them was on the registry for years. She's not telling you that there's child abuse charge. Like the people, that's the people she's protecting. So again, you can align with whoever you want, but there's always more to the story. If you want to know more about what she's actually claiming, ask. There's communities on Facebook that will tell you years of history, stuff I don't even know. We've been saying it forever. She has intertwined herself in all sorts of places. She goes by Erica Genevieve, Erica Shingara. There's actually lists on Facebook on these pages. I haven't looked down to see who's in here. Thunderdome is a good one. Frick, let me look. Hold on. The Truth Will Always Come Out is a good one. That's why Big Al Crane keeps getting doxxed as Blank Screen, because Erica has a vendetta against Big Al Crane, I guess. And also Judy. That's why Judy keeps getting brought up in Molly's all this stuff, because of Erica and her vendetta against them. I haven't released tons of screenshots with that whole situation because I just was sick of her attacking everybody around me. So I left so much alone to protect people around me because they are going through real life stuff. But she just keeps going and going and going. Those of you that follow me on Facebook know that I usually do a weekly roundup of whose comment section she's in, because she's that egregious. It's crazy. Paula, she can get a hold of me. I gave her my email. And this time, and that's the hard part, is because I understand a lot of people have issues with her, and rightfully so, things she said. But the setup behind this all is so much worse. How does that tie in with Michelle? What do you mean? How does that tie in with Michelle? How does Erica tie in with Michelle? Oh, that's a crazy one. I don't even know how she got tied in, but she's Molly's source on information. She has helped in all of this back end shit. She's part of it's insane. Yeah, because she was a distraction. She was all a distraction. Erica is just part of it, y'all. Like, that's the piece, you guys. Erica just goes and emails everybody fake information, and then they run with it. That's why people have been getting docs that aren't really. Yes, Blank Screen, yes. So there's just all of this back and forth. Yep, shopaholic, that's exactly the truth. And there's a lot of people that have been involved in this setup of Michelle. Flava, Penelope, Molly, the BBC calls. Start asking some questions. Oh, Melissa's in here. Melissa was the one that they doxed correctly, information correctly. Everybody else has been doxed off of misinformation. Isn't that interesting how they all come from certain areas? Guess who Melissa was an admin for? I haven't even said this out loud to Melissa. Then Molly, Penelope, all of them get her information. Erica's just a mess. She's just a side piece wandering around causing problems wherever she can. This is the crazy part with her. She doesn't really have, like, I don't know her piece of this besides seeking attention. She's the one that was going back and forth in this whole Letitia thing in the beginning, saying that she filed a police report, was asking for a refund on things. Then she was going to Molly, providing her all this fake information. Conveniently, she is also in a certain state that fake articles come out of. There's also been fake articles put out about somebody else. Like, there's fucking It's all out there. It's all on Facebook. There's fucking posts and posts and posts of the shit she's been doing in multiple different communities. She's just a mess on her own, liability, dangerous, runs crazy. That's Erica. Like, she just messes wherever she can. And she gets in where she fits in. And that's with all of the antis, Penelope, the extreme antis. Penelope. I guess there's more of them than we thought. T. Kelly, you were fake docs too. It's sad. Yeah. Yeah, it's really sad. What? Oh, see, that's the shit. I don't even care about that stuff. Yes. Yes, spoiled wife. Yes, that's exactly who it is. Yeah, and that's why certain people keep getting brought into all of this, and I never could figure out that piece of it, like, why does Molly keep going after Judy? And it's because of Erica, and then Erica was in certain comment sections sending people information, and has been all along about Michelle and her background and talking conversations that have taken place and all sorts of shit. I don't ask me why she got involved there, except for she's a mess. Yeah, the clone accounts too. There's a lot behind that intentionally. Some of them, but there's a difference too, because there's people that troll like that and aren't doing it to harm anybody. And then there's ones that are doing it to try and distract because they are surrounding themselves with trolls that do stuff like that. She doesn't dox them. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Queen. Huh, you know what I'm talking about with ES. See, this is the thing. There's so much crossover here. There's so much crossover between different communities, areas that it's becoming wild. Queen's been around. She knows. Yep, revival. It's probably true. Thank you, Kick Rocks. I think a lot of you know. Yep, you do. You do. All of this drama should be in an email. Here's 2 sentences. Trust nobody. There's been a big setup going on here all along. We've been transparent about all the fuck shit going on from day one. There's too many people that are too messy, that are all doing the same thing and causing nothing but chaos. People that we actually thought had good intentions and motives, come to find out they're behind a lot of the setup of certain people that are mentally ill and not stable, and pushing them further in their instability for all a show, a game. There's people that are protecting these people and paying for protection within communities, trying to get them to help them do their dirty work. And meanwhile, what the fuck is the point of any of it? What is the end fucking goal? What are you going to get out of this? Her dead? Because she told the truth on a bunch of you? And you know what's crazy too? Here's another fucking crazy little thing. I had been getting sent messages about a gal named Christy Payne, and on Facebook, right? Like, I don't know her. I've never interacted with her. And I told Flava, like, look, when she was a mod for Michelle, I said, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm getting warnings about this person. There's no proof to back it up. I wasn't sent anything, but just be aware that this is what's going on. And these warnings are from people that I knew and trusted from the Facebook community for years. So it was really confusing to me, but again, not my piece of it. It's really interesting how they've pinned Christy and Michelle against each other, which, granted, again, just easy targets, but There's so much crossover here. It just goes from community to community to community, and I don't even know the fucking history or why, but there's so much connection. Kick rocks, it kind of feels that way at this point. T. Kelly, yes, absolutely, if you want to. I don't care. People just need to understand that this is she absolutely has psych issues. She absolutely has Science Girl, which one? Christy? I don't know anything about her. I'm just saying, like, I went when I get warnings about people, I try to do the right thing and, like, say, "Hey, I'm not really sure," but, to the people that I thought were doing the right thing, just in case there was something there, and then here, all of a sudden, there's these messages and all of this stuff that happens, and I don't know her backstory, how she came into it, if she was brought in intentionally. Don't know, don't care. But these are all people that have came into play in some way, shape, or form throughout this whole thing. Would it be okay to send people here to watch the replay? Yeah, sure, Steph. That's fine. Um, but that's all I gotta say about this. Yes, in time it will come out. I don't know how it's all gonna get dealt with yet. Again, I am going to reach out to a few bigger creators that I actually trust because this is a fucking travesty. And when I say that, it's like, how can you sit here and try to advocate for somebody's life and say that they have been exploited and all this other shit while you're trying to exploit a mentally ill woman and push her to the point of no return? Oh, Science Girl, you absolutely were done dirty by her. I'm not giving her a pass for this shit. That's the difference. I'm not giving her a pass. But there's a lot more to it that is so fucked up. It just happens to be that you're one of MGL's dislikes. I don't know, Love Sack Share. I don't talk to her. This is just disgusting. I'm more concerned about how fucking disgusted. Well, I'm concerned about her life, yes, but I'm more disgusted by the people. Poppy, and that's understandable. She absolutely has. Again, I am not giving her a pass. But what the setup behind how that even happened, and granted, she was a part of some of this. That's the piece that people are like, she agreed to some of this. Why? Because I think she probably wanted acceptance from MGL. That's my opinion. I think she still really does. And I feel bad for her. But when somebody does you the level that they've done her and lie about the things, yeah, F you. Yeah, me too. Like, yeah, Science Girl, I know. It's the fucking amount of fuckery here is pure horrible. Navy, actually, I might message you and talk to you. Nikki, always. And Nikki, uh, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier, but those that are members or good with some of the anti-KJ community, please let them know to be mindful. They don't like me, which is good, but some of these people have been seeing issues with Erica in their communities too. So this is so much crossover. It's like 18 different communities, but I've been telling you guys all that. Like some of you guys are from the drama community, so none of this stuff with Erica and the antis makes sense, except for it does because Penelope and Erica are both in both community. Like there's just it's so much. The strings need to cut to stop this. That's how I feel too. And I don't know exactly how to cut those strings. There's a few of us that aren't sure. The Teslas, I was not going to address this shit. I was just going to let it play out. I can't. JR, if you don't know, that's a good thing. Kelly, if I was you too, I would pull away because I think you're still looking through rose-colored glasses on a lot of things. And I think pulling back and just watching in silence would put a lot of things into perspective for even you. And that's nothing, I'm not being shady, but you are misconstrued on a lot of people and what their attacks back on Michelle have been. Granted, it's not okay how she's been pushed, but she went at certain people and they have rights to feel the way they do. Again, that was kind of set up to get certain places gone, but what do I know? Nope, she won't. Wandering spirit, she won't. Nikki, a lot of people thought she was, and she's not. I can confirm that, but I don't have like, again, for me, she was the first issue in all of this with spreading misinformation and going back and forth and causing problems between Molly, Justin, Elle, me, um, other people. She had a page that was, there was a whole mess there, a whole fucking mess there. And that's when she aligned with the antis and Molly and those guys. Like it's just been, and she legit, you can go look, all the messages are out there from her and her alts. And I walk it to like exactly how you can prove that it's her alt and everything. Like every bit of it I've put out there. I put every message out there between me and her. Thankfully, I think I'm only talking to her on like one alt now. So Kelly, if and again, I'm not the authority on anything. Do your own research, people. Start digging, start asking questions. I asked the wrong questions and got the answers I did not expect. Never fucking expected it. So when people are in my comment section really disappointed because of people's actions, it's fucking disappointing. Gene, I would love to know. I would love to know. I told my other half this morning, I said, I'm sorry, I got to go live. And he's like, what? And I was like, this has been eating me up all night. Yep, Kelly, she was. Science girl, I agree 100%. I think that would be the best thing for her. But I also kind of get to why she is like so hell bent on defending herself. She's not properly medicated, in my opinion. And she's kind of reeling. And when somebody with BPD is lied on over and over and over again and is being fucked with from the inside and is trying to make people listen and believe her, and they don't, and then all of this stuff comes out and she's the crazy one all the time when she's actually telling the truth on some stuff. I think it just set it did set a frenzy. And again, I'm not excusing what she did to you because you're the only one I say that she really fucking did something bad to and has deserved what she's gotten from you. But unfortunately, it's just all been a puzzle piece. Hope I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. I don't know. I'm blown away by these people. Flava, I know you're in here too. And you can go start your live and say, no, that's not true. Sadly, you told people what you were doing. Many. I wish I would have listened to Roseanne on some things. Yeah, the group on Facebook, I think, is going down. She is pro Molly at this point in time, thinks it's terrible for Molly's Patreons to be shared out, so on and so forth. So I don't know. Like that's the other piece for me that I think people are missing. My disappointment is she supposedly stood for the facts of what was happening to Marvon and the exploitation against Marvon and all of these other stories, right? And then come to find out that maybe she did feel that way at one time, but how quick she was to be able to flip the switch. I could never send Dre money and post and ask people to send Dre money and then go be chummy with the very person that's trying to destroy Dre and their family. That's just not me. I'm not built like that. So there's a level of disappointment that goes a little deeper here for me because I always looked at her as an ally. Science girl, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. And unfortunately, she kind of luckily got a whole bunch of new people. And when you OG drama community and whatever other communities are saying that these people are new, yes, a lot of us are. But a lot of these people are extremely problematic people from Facebook that have been pretty much ran out of every Facebook community. Erica said something to the effect of, or somebody repeated something Erica said about me being kicked out of all these. I don't think I've ever been booted out of a Facebook community. Maybe one. And if I have been booted out of more than that, well, no, two. And if I have been booted out of more than that, I don't even know. So please enlighten me, Erica, because you can also go look at the records of the people that I exposed a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't fucking even know how long it's been. And find out that you are trying to stick up for and defend people who are on the sex offender registry and child abusers. That's not my statements. That's fact. So stop while you're ahead. Wandering spirit, I am too. I'm very shocked and I'm very disgusted. And again, Michelle was in on some of this stuff in the beginning with Flava. Like it's unseen true crime. I haven't seen these Facebook groups either. No, there's a lot of Facebook groups, but I'm not even in. The only group I was in was that one for a while. I've sat back, and this is like I've told you guys my experience. Holy shit, there's 271 people in here because I'm talking about fucking Michelle. That's why. That's fucking sick. I don't want your fucking numbers. Fuck you people. Look at that. Look at that. How fucking disgusting. And Molly, I hope you get what you deserve out of this. Yeah, Miss Lee, I would rather half of them leave because they're not here for fucking anything besides laughing to push her further. And you know what? That's not their end goal. That's not their end goal, even. It's not just her that they're trying to touch. Yes, Welsh, I know. And to you that are always here, thank you. I see you always. You guys know I appreciate you all so much. Fucking insane. Fuck these people. Irish Girl Belfast. Thank you. Yep, Navy it is. It's fucking weird, right? It's weird. It's fucking weird. Why are you women so obsessed with destroying somebody that's just like you? That's the crazy part is some of you are just like her, suffer with the same mental illness. How can you reconcile that? Because you're unhealthy, misery loves company. A lot of you have been here from the start. Oh, Nikki, we're doing that at 3. Well, I'm going to start at 2. Yeah. And again, I'm not asking for you guys to give her grace as far as she has done a lot of things that are terrible to a lot of people. I will say that every day. But the setup that is going on here and has been going on, and again, she was a part of some of it in the beginning to get attention and play games and stuff, which I've never been okay with. I don't go real life. And you know what the sad thing is some of y'all have been criticized for going real life. But at the same time, it was set up for you to go real life for a distraction. It's fucking fucked up. Some of these people don't have hubbies that can bail them out of this shit. And you want to go after mine? Good try. Because that man stands right beside me through every fucking thing I do. So do my kids. touch me, I touch back. And that's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. AP, 100%. It is. I'm so new to YouTube. I didn't know this world existed to this disgusting level. If I knew the things back then when I started this, I would have never touched it. And that's 100% fact. And I know that sounds terrible to say that, but the depth of how bad this goes and to sit here and try to explain it to people over and over and over again and be hit with nothing but opposition. You show proof, you show facts, and they still ignore you. So you just do it over and over again. Because it's the right fucking thing to do. There's no amount of money that could be attached to this that would make any of what they're doing worth it. Finally, people are starting to get charged for crimes like this that somebody ends up taking their life in. And I hope we don't ever have to see that day, but I feel it's coming very fast. And it might not be Michelle. Not saying that about myself either. Please don't take it that way. I'm upset. I'm disgusted. I all told you guys that when I get this pissed and this angry, I cry. Like it's just who I am. Which fuck you if you laugh about that because I don't give a fuck. Some of you out here acting like big badass trolls, there's a lot of pain and misery inside you, and I feel pity for you, and that's great. But some of you need to stop lashing out at other people and deal with your problems. Absolutely, Trisha, it did. And I've said that all along with Science Girl. Yeah, it's not about money even at this point with some of them. It's about control. It's about fitting in where they can get in. It's about thinking that they're like, and that's the thing is they choose to come out here every day and continue to do this. These people don't sleep. They're up all night doing stuff like this. They're making videos. They're in every fucking community you turn around. They're sending people money. They're joining Discords. They're in Patreons. They're in everybody's members. Why do you think they're doing that, y'all? Some of you know. I mean, it is what it is, and that's part of the drama game too, I think, is letting them in there and then letting them go out and cause shit. Some things are intentionally planted, which I get, but AP 100%. Nerd Alley, yeah. And you've been around like going through this with us, like trying to unravel it. Cancel all tragedy pimps. I disagree. She's not the worst. And that's sad that I have to say that. She's not. She's fucking not the worst. Kelly, I think there's more to it than that. She didn't like that, of course, but it was also a convenient distraction. You guys are entitled to your opinions. Of course, I respect them, but in my opinion, she's not the worst. Yeah, shopaholic. Yeah. Some people get a kick out of this. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Control could be their motive, and that's the hard thing is trying to figure out what their motive actually is behind all of this. Revival. I heard that from multiple people, actually. A lot of people were like, what? Like, which I've never interacted with her or her crew. I adore them. But again, where drama goes, I stay away. So I just stopped watching them because I'm not going to go somewhere where I know what's going on in the comments and what's happening. And like, they're just carrying on. Like, it's not up to them to know. Like, they could never keep up on all this. There's no way one person, that's why I've missed so many pieces of what's happening here. There's just too much happening. Yes, Queen. Queen, thank you. And you guys, like, there's people that have been around me from Facebook for years and years and years and can tell you that I'm not lying about the stuff with ES. Go do your research, please. Barbara, I'm sorry. And it's crazy to think that they set all of that up over a death hoax, too. All of it. You know, the death hoax was set up, the articles were set up, they ran with misinformation. They did that to the family. You guys think about that. Marvon is in a coma, has been since May 23rd. His wife and children are going through the worst time of their lives. Again, you don't have to like her to understand that this is terrible what they've done to her. So then you take it a level further and you realize that they are exploiting this man's story with the family members, but then they're even going to another level in victimizing the family members themselves for content, for fucking content. B Fergs, that is like the perfect statement right there. That sums it all up. And Barbara, that's okay. But to go to the levels that they've done is not okay. You don't have to like her to realize that they now have also started to victimize their Letitia, Wynette, the family that has aligned with them. They victimized them by announcing that he passed away before even contacting the family. They did that to them. None of us. That's fucking low. Science girl, it seems like a revolving door over there. All right, y'all. This is what I've had to say. Like, I'm sorry that I will drop proof and include more stuff as time goes. There's other people that are involved in this, majorly, like a lot more people that I had no clue. So please, if you ever listen to anything I've ever asked, if you take away anything that I've ever said, and I don't give a fuck if you hate me, do your research. Trust no one. Think about what the fuck are you getting out of continuing with this behavior before you continue? Just for once. And then maybe go look at all these common denominators and why shit's so upside down in every community right now. And who is benefiting off of the distraction. Go do your research. It's right in front of your faces. And yes, there's proof of all of it. Every single bit of it. There's many people that have not been honest. Ice Queen, sometimes it is. Sometimes knowledge is power, but sometimes it also does this to you. And you're like, where the fuck do I go with these fucked up things? Yeah, classy. Photo op. Photo op. Meow, yeah. And to the new ones in here that are in here because you're here to listen, thank you for stopping by. I see a lot of new names in the chat. I'm not really paying attention. And again, I apologize. That's not how I normally am, but well, actually, I don't read comments very much. But to those of you that are just over here to cause problems and to further your hatred and continue on your little games, game's up. Time's up, fuckers. Let's play. But if I've shown you one thing, it's I handle everything out front, on Front Street. I don't play behind the scenes games. Never have, never will. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. Cancel all tragedy pimps. I'm really good. I'm really good. Hey, just Jake. Y'all, I'm honestly, I'm good. I'm just pissed and I needed to get this off my chest. And Science Girls, thank you for coming in here and saying that, you know, you have walked away from that too. And you've always kind of set a standard that I appreciate over there. You are not included in any of my rants about that stuff. I've always said very firmly what I think there. And I appreciate you like trying to be, even though you're the one that was probably done the worst, but it's always the ones that are done the worst that have the most understanding of when it's just time to, and it's crazy. Thank you, Cherie. I probably will ignore my inbox. We're going to come back here in a couple hours and do the press conference. And I'm going to do it on this channel because for some other reason, I don't know what my StreamYard is doing with the backup channel thing, but we're just going to do it because that's important to me. That's a case that is very important to me. So yes, shout out to anyone being kind and keeping it real. And again, you guys can do drama all you want. Just pick somebody that's not mentally to this level. Do something funny with your drama. You guys are all really boring, actually, a lot of you. Again, there's only certain, and please be clear, nonsense somehow is involved in like 8,000 different communities. So when I address people, it's really hard because it fits a lot of people, it seems. And usually I'm being very direct at somebody in particular. Like there's a lady in my inbox by the name of Vada Snow. Shout out to Vada. You've been asking for it for a while. She comments on posts. She's in my inbox. She's like doing all this stuff and she's hangs out with EKC. It's just fucking weird. And I'm like, who are you? Where did you come from? And how do you fit in? But with her, I don't even have time. So I just keep it moving. I didn't even open her message because it's just pointless. It's fucking nuts. CJ, thank you. Idaho 4, the Idaho 4 press conference with updates. That's so sad. My very own clip channel. And Trisha, you know, I love to say that because it gets under their sectors. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Sarah. I agree with that too. It does speak volumes about somebody. And, you know, it's natural instinct to lash back out. I get that. I fucking get it and respect it because I do the same thing at times. Like, we're all human. But to know that this shit was set up like they thought it was going to be a fun show, and then how the inner workings on how she was set up and the passwords being taken and like all of it, there's just so much of it that at the end of the day, what good is it doing anybody? It's not. Let the best thing that could happen, in my opinion again, is either Michelle left YouTube and shut it off and went and got help for herself, because I do think she needs it. And I would too at this point. Maybe I do. Maybe I can get a grippy sock vacation. But the other thing that I think would be extremely important is if she doesn't, we need to ignore. And I know some of you really like her, but if you like her, you need to be an actual friend and encourage her to shut it off. There is no good end in sight for this. If you actually gave a shit about her, which a lot of you never have, it's all been a setup. You were doing shit on purpose. Nuts. Nuts. Oh shit, there's people fighting in the comments. What's going on? Unseen, I'm better at observation too. Okay, I'm out. I don't know what's going on, but I said what I said. I think I've been very clear once again. It will take time to unravel. And again, I apologize for that. There are some things that I just have to let fall into place. But I couldn't just sit here and not say anything and watch one by one of you get plucked off deeper and deeper into this, because some of you are pretty deep in here and some of you have pretty horrible stories. And I get and I understand the frustration, but I also look at it and go, it's almost therapeutic to these people because they're so damaged themselves that it's easier to focus on somebody else's issues than their own, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, y'all, Science Girl has been very clear on what she said. I don't bash her in my comments, please, at all. She is not going to. Well, maybe I missed a lot. I don't fucking know. Okay, this is where I'm not getting into. This is the shit I'm not getting into. Again, this isn't a creator issue for me. This is a bunch of fuckery issues. And again, like, there's been so much shit that's happened. Thank you, Beefergs. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm not even going with these people because they just come in to stir up trouble and continue to stir up trouble, and that's just what it is. And if you're new here, I'm the queen at awkward goodbyes. With that said, Contessa over and out. And no, Contessa's not my real name. And when you bitches find out my real name, you're gonna have it on your lips, and it's gonna taste real good, like shit, because I'm not stopping my shit anytime soon. So, with that, Contessa over and out.